That just may be the thing that makes you stand out at your medical school interview. What does it mean if you're getting grilled at your med school interview? First, we have to go back to what I remind everybody who's interviewing for medical school is that if you are given an interview, they believe that you're qualified for their program. That being said, it doesn't mean that you might not get difficult questions. And the first thing to acknowledge is that even if you're being given difficult questions, it's not necessarily a bad sign. In fact, it might be that they respect how you're engaging with really difficult questions that may or may not have clear answers. Let's dive right into some of the reasons why you might feel like you're being grilled. The first reason, which I personally encountered when I was interviewing for medical school, is that not every interviewer has the most friendly, bubbly affect. That's okay. There have been times where the interviewer seems really exhausted or even kind of irritated, and I wonder if it's about me. I just sit and engage, give them the benefit of the doubt, and by the end of it, it turns out to be a really good interview. The second reason you might feel like you're being grilled is because the interviewer is just confused about something. I know that when I applied to medical school, there were a bunch of concurrent activities on my application. I remember that there was one interviewer in particular who seemed pretty confused by that, maybe even a little annoyed, and kept asking these really granular, clarifying questions. Again, didn't mean I did anything wrong, and it didn't mean that they did anything wrong or that they were malicious or that it was a bad program. They were just trying to clarify something that, honestly, wasn't super clear. The third reason why it can happen is that there is a big yellow or red flag on your application, which otherwise is a really, really good application. Maybe you had a really big mistake or a really big failure. Now, again, they wouldn't waste time on you if they were just there to grill you and prosecute you, but they might be giving you every single chance they can by really clarifying the story behind what happened and giving you an opportunity to explore how you grew, how you overcame a challenge. Don't shy away from that. The last thing I'll say is that going into medicine, you're going to get grilled in life. You're gonna have to give really bad news to families. There are gonna be families who, whether or not you did anything wrong, are going to take out anger on you. Sometimes you will have earned it. You'll have to deal with folks who are aggressive. You'll have to deal with insurance companies arguing with you. You may be taken to court. You have to. Learn the skill of functioning under pressure. And not all pressure is bad. If you're able to function under pressure,